Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. This is a song that was given to me to react to. How can I phrase it? I don't know. By Goat Raptor, good old Goat Raptor in my Discord. Bro paid me to listen to this song. If you want me to listen to a song of your choice or album of your choice, head on over to my Patreon. You too could be the star of my next video. But this song is a little bit interesting. I was told it's not exactly the most YouTube appropriate music video, and I kind of skimmed through it, and yeah, it's about like animal cruelty at like meat packaging. What do you call them? Like where they butcher the animals to kill them. And it talks about like stats about that kind of stuff and shows some blurred footage and things. So I will not be watching the video just in case YouTube is weird about that kind of stuff. So I'll be reacting to the song on Spotify instead. And I didn't listen to any of the song when I watched the video. I had the audio muted and I just kind of skimmed through to see what it was about, I guess. But I'm assuming that's also going to be sort of the topic of the song. So I don't know if anything in the lyrics are going to come up that might be a bit disturbing, but that's the topic of the song. It's like the inhumane treatment of animals at these slaughterhouses. That's the word, I think. It took me 2 minutes to figure it out. But anyway, that's what I'm checking out today. This is Shock Tactics 1000 Volts by To The Grave. I have never actually heard To The Grave before. I've never heard anything from them. I've heard a lot of good things about their album Director's Cuts, with it, which I think came out last year, but I don't actually know anything about their sound or what their sort of deal is or even where they're from or anything about them really. So this is my first exposure to them. I'm guessing it's going to be heavy. I'm just assuming that's what it is. If I'm wrong, I will be shocked. Kind of like, okay, well, a bit of a poor taste, joke and poor taste there, but I will be shocked. Kind of like these animals. Moving on, let me check this out. Shock Tactics 1000 Volts, To The Grave. Yeah, I expected something like this. It's in 6/8, which I like. What do the vocals remind me of? I'm trying to think. It's kind of Dickie Allen like, isn't it? You want to vibe to it, but like, it's talking about a very serious subject. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't expect any sort of cleans at all, so that was weird. Yeah, this is about what I expected. This is yucky. Back to the chorus part. Interesting. have a lot to say about this. I like the violins. Very symphonic, nice. No. He's slowing it down. The lyrics are like really badly synced. Really interesting. All right, well, there were some things I expected and some things that I did not expect that was kind of interesting to hear. I expected it to kind of, you know, be heavy, sound like that, but I wasn't expecting a chorus part or like symphonic stuff. I didn't expect this to be symphonic deathcore. I expected it to be like almost slam, I guess. But this is interesting. Lyrical content aside, because obviously, you know, it's talking about a very like disturbing thing that people don't want to talk about, which is like, you know, hurting animals at these slaughterhouses. And that is, you know, shock tactics, the like shock the animals, but also it's partly like almost, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't put this into words the right way, but it's like the shocking people when they see it, and like people don't want to see it, but it's happening, and things like that are like kind of controversial, where it's like, ooh, you don't want to talk, but it's a reality and it does happen even though we don't want to talk about it. But yeah, so all that, very, very interesting to see a band tackle issues like that. I can't think of, I'm sure other bands have, but I can't think of another band that's done that. So very interesting from a lyrical standpoint. I didn't really like the couple Game of Thrones references threw me off. 12 gauge loaded with Dragon's Breath, Dracarys. Okay, that's funny. Our blades razor sharp did them like the Starks. Spoilers for Game of Thrones, by the way, but it's interesting. Everything is like very, it's, you know, it's lyrically talking about these bad things that happen, and then it's like Game of Thrones, and like it kind of threw me off for a second. Do they do this? Do they talk about Game of Thrones in other songs a lot? I don't know, but interesting. The chorus part, or like the end of it or whatever, but it was like when it got into the symphonic part, and it was kind of in that sort of, you had that kind of melody. Where was that? Was it? It was like right, I think it was here. Yeah, it was like, oops. My bad, I'm playing it wrong. But an interesting symphonic element to it. I'm not sure how much I liked it as a song, because when it comes to this kind of stuff and this genre, it's very hit or miss with me. Sometimes I really love it, sometimes I don't. Like a lot of symphonic deathcore stuff. This was borderline symphonic deathcore. Obviously, it got a little bit heavier than something like Lorna Shore would be, even though Lorna Shore is like considered very heavy, but they're not like super heavy. From a musical standpoint, it doesn't feel like a song that I would come back to and listen to a bajillion times. I'll listen to it a few more times and try to warm up to it, but it feels like it doesn't have enough of what I like in this kind of music for me to really get into it. Kind of like how Infinite Annihilator is, where it's very in your face. A lot of that stuff I don't really like, but the Battle of whatever it is, Boy, their Boy album, I really like, and I think that's musically their best work, and it's pretty fun. But some of their other albums, it's just a lot, and it's kind of just like fast and noisy and kind of shock value. Just sometimes it feels like for the sake of it, and that's just my opinion. And I know it's not always just like that, but that's kind of like what Infinite Annihilator is as a band. But something like this, which is kind of comparable to that, I would put this sort of like on a scale from pop to the most extreme, like slam or something. This is like in between Lorna Shore and Infinite Annihilator. That's probably where I put this. I really did like the vocals. The vocals were the best part. At least in my opinion, I thought those were the best part of the song. The instrumentals, there wasn't a lot going on that I liked in there, but the vocals were cool. I liked some of the layering, especially towards the end when it would have like one voice that's kind of close, and then there were sort of like layered echoing voices that felt like a little bit further back and like they were coming at you from like this kind of angle, if that makes sense. But overall, the instrumentals weren't really my favorite. I'm struggling to come up with more to say. It was interesting. It's gonna take me a little more listening time to figure out exactly what I think of it. Interesting band. I'd be interested to hear director's cuts. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Hope you liked the video. Give the video a like, subscribe, check out my socials in the link below, and I'll see you all later. Have a good day.